Do we have another exciting night for you guys? No, not really. It's the same old thing. The only difference is I'm gonna squat with a buffalo bar tonight because it's been a very, very long time since I've even touched this bar. So it's thicker, sits on the back better, it has a curve to it, it's easier on the traps and shoulders. And then because it has a nice curve, my hands can be in a lower position, more comfortable for my shoulders. So I'm gonna try squatting with this. It's a heavier bar and it's also a longer bar, but it's just a different feeling kind of bar. It's what I love about powerlifting, all the little specialty bars that people come up with, and it's like, how much do they really help? I don't know. It could be a 5%, maybe a 10% difference, maybe a 1%, maybe no percent difference, but it makes it kind of feel like you're doing something different. So it makes it fun-ish again. Had a long, long weekend, and I am crazy tired today, but we're in here, and we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna get this done. I also feel really fat and bloated right now and distended, so I didn't make the best choices this weekend. Kind of made some bad choices. Went out of town, went off-roading. Had 4 hours of sleep the night before. We woke up out there. It was a 20-hour day. Made some poor choices for food, so that's okay. I'll forgive myself. Because there's always next week. What is my weight? Let me see what I'm supposed to work up to today. Today, 255, 4, 5. Okay, 255. So I'm gonna put a 10 on here. What, a 10? A 10? What do you do? Nah, I'm gonna go with 25. I was gonna go with a 10, but I'm gonna go with a 25. Just because I wanted to work the
45 pounds or 55?
What, the bar? Oh, the bar's always going to be 45 pounds. It's not actually 45 pounds. It's always 45 pounds. Yeah. Well, I've been using the safety squat bar, and the safety squat bar's heavier than 45 pounds too. I think it's like 50, 51 or something like that. It's a little bit heavier. Ouch. I don't know what that was, but that did not feel good.
You did a good thing with it. You threw it back down on the floor.
Yeah. Well, it's not my foot, so that's all that matters. Okay, I've already did my stretching, and I did some leg extensions for my warm-up, just to kind of get the knee loosened up a little bit, but all that's in another video. I'm not going to put that in every video because it kind of gets boring to watch. But I guess watching someone do the same workout every single time gets kind of boring too, but whatever. All right, let me see if my foot placement's good here. Is this a good spot? Let me see. Okay, need it back up a little bit. Okay. Well, that felt okay. It didn't feel too bad. My knee was bothering me, early last week, Tuesday, Wednesday. So I'm kind of a little weary about it, just because my knee last October kind of got really jacked up. So as long as I don't feel nothing in my knee, I'll be happy. Oh, and also, we changed the box out from last time I squat heavy. So this is like probably 2 inches lower than the other box. So I'm more parallel to the ground, more powerlifting depth than just working out, I guess. Anyways, yeah, so I'm gonna try to keep that pressure off my knee, hopefully. It doesn't hit me bad. No, actually didn't. No issues at all while driving. Figured being in the vehicle for that many hours, because like we drove 5 hours out to get there, and then we're there for 8 hours, and then it was like another 2-hour drive to where we had to go after that, and it was a lot. Let's see here. Ugh. A little awkward squatting with this bar. I'm gonna have to get used to it again. Well, so far so good. Feels pretty good, but man, I got a little something in my knee, a little bit of pressure. It's kind of hard to tell what it is. But there's definitely a little bit of pressure. I'm also going to be changing up my diet, not because what I did this weekend, just because in general. But I'm going to go over all that on the podcast. Talk about all that stuff, you know. Yeah, those are really whippy though. Those are for stabilizing and balance and bringing up all the little muscles and everything. Huh? Yeah. People use that to rehab the bamboo bars. They use those to rehab the shoulders and delts and all that stuff. They hang a band off of it with kettlebells or something or plates.
Use it on bench.
Yeah, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Oh, there goes my pec. It was there and now it's gone. So anyway, so like I was saying though, if you guys want to see what I'm doing for my diet now, I just put a podcast out and y'all can check that out. I go over everything on my diet. That's what I was trying to say. I watch the podcast and I explain everything and the reasons for it and why and how come and this, that, and the other. I think it's actually easier squatting with this bar than the safety squat bar. And again, safety squat bar is designed to pitch the weight out in front of you. That's why it has that camber, because it pulls you forward, makes you use your abs and your glutes and your hamstrings harder because it's pushing you forward, kind of more like a front squat-ish. This is supposed to replicate more of a straight bar, but it's easier position for your shoulders. Ooh, yep. I saw that too. Guess I'm gonna have to double check that. That could have been really bad. That could have been really, really bad. Oopsies. Yeah, I don't think those are really good at holding that, but I mean, it catches it. I just don't think it catches it really that great. Nah, I don't want to have to walk it out. Being lazy about it. I don't want to have to walk it out. I think next time I squat, I'm going to take one of the mats off because we got 4 mats on there. I think each mat's a ½ inch thick. So I think next time I squat, I'm going to take a mat off. And I'm going to do that every time. I just take one mat off so I can get a little bit deeper. Right, I know, but I still don't think I'm quite where I need to be. I think that the crease of my hip, the crease of your hip has to be even with the top of your knee or slightly below. Yes, I do like squatting really, really deep.
That bothers your knee.
It does. It bothers my knee and my hip.
This is why you're not supposed to do that.
Yeah, but like, see where the crease of my hip is? That's like close.
It's still good.
Yeah, unless you're an angry judge.
There's no judgment here.
Yeah. Yeah, but I like to train like I'm still going to step back on the platform one day, just so that way if I do, I don't have a hard curve to.
But you still say not to do that because it hurts you.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Yeah, a little sketchy. A little sketchy rocking on this. Yeah, I like this bar, but man, it's hard to set position up on it. Because I'm using a straight bar, I shrug my shoulders together and I put a shelf, I make a shelf on my traps and I get that bar perfectly on my traps. And then with this, because it's curved, it doesn't quite sit the same on my back, so it feels awkward. I know it helps the shoulders out because it's down a little bit lower than what the a straight bar would be, but I don't know, I think next time I might actually just go to a straight bar. This feels a little wonky on my back, but I hate to have a bar that I don't use, so I need to find an excuse to use it. And this is it, so I'm gonna keep using it. Maybe for another week. I'm using a safety squat bar for my light nights when I rep out, and then this one was for my heavy nights is what the intention was, but I don't know why I always shift the bar further over that way every time I rack it. Oh, I got it. Yeah, I just don't think I'm a fan of this bar right now. It's the way it feels. I don't think I'm a fan of it. Just the way it sits on my back, man. It feels like it's just sitting like completely on my spine. Like I can't get it like on my traps right. I always feel like I'm over one way or the other. It just doesn't feel like it's sitting on my back right. It feels like it's literally just directly on my spine. I think I might actually change it out to a straight bar. Yeah, I'm gonna change it out to the straight bar. I just don't like the way it feels. On my back, when I was fatter, I had all that nice cushion on my back. It didn't bother me now, but man, this right here, I literally just feel it directly on my spine. Just like, it hurts. And it's not like, oh, of course it's gonna hurt. No, because whenever I lift with a straight bar, I can get it to sit on my traps. So I'm gonna swap out the old switcheroosers. So I'm just honestly not feeling this one. Yep. Yeah. think the camber bar feels better than that. Camber bar is also really, really shaky too. So maybe I'll use the camber bar next time. See if I can get my shoulder back enough to use this one. If I can, great. If not, then maybe I will use the camber bar instead. And then again, the camber bar is also supposed to be harder than this. So if I go with the camber bar, it's going to make it feel a lot more difficult, which probably is what I should do. Let's make it harder so whenever I do go to a regular squat, it's easier. Because that makes it shaky. Now I'll use it with a lighter load. See how I feel about it first. Don't want to get too crazy, then end up tweaking my knee, you know? Yeah, it just feels way better on my back because it's sitting on my traps. It's not like on my spine. It just feels way better. Yeah, I know. I kind of felt
I guess your right side, so where your pector is at, that elbow, when you come down, your left elbow is pretty much right in line with you as you come down. Your right elbow, like this.
Oh, really? No, it doesn't feel like that. It feels like I'm dead even.
And like if you're standing like when I was looking at you from the side, your left elbow is pretty much in line with your body as you're going, and your right elbow is tucked out behind you like a little wing. In the back. It's a little bit, I guess, because you have more range on that side because of the tear.
Yeah.
And it causes you to slightly, like your upper torso is slightly caught just a little bit.
Yeah, I could feel the twist, but I didn't know if it was in my head or not. Well, I guess I look like a corkscrew right now.
It's not, like it's not bad or anything. Yeah, you can even, like you probably could feel it too when you went to go rack it because
Yeah.
the side hit first and then that side.
Well, I could feel it when I unracked it, and I could especially feel it when I was like going down and coming. It did feel like I was twisting, but I was like, it might be in my head.
This isn't a whole, like it's not a lot or whatever. I'm probably over exaggerating a little bit at your elbow though, because you're able to wing out a little bit more on that side.
Yeah.
That one tucks out further back.
Yeah, well, I could definitely feel it. I could definitely feel it. That's something I'm going to have to fix, or at least try to fix. Ugh. See if I can't make it a little bit more even here.
Special side.
Yeah. No. I'm still working up. Yeah, I felt better. Oh yeah, 255. Well, you held on to it though. Here's my top set right here. I'm gonna try to get 5 for this one, hopefully. Take. Got one more set left, my top set. I'm gonna go for 5. Normally I try to get about, well, every heavy week I go down to rep normally as I'm peaking. But since I'm not peaking and I'm just training, I'm gonna see how far I can take sets of 5 without getting to pure failure, because I don't want to get to pure failure or nothing like that. I'm gonna get close, but not 100%. I know 255 isn't like a crazy, impressive, super like awesome lift to watch. It's not like I'm doing something like spectacular or anything like that, but this is a build up back to trying to get to lifting decent weight. Because even if I decide I'm not going to ever power lift again and compete, I do feel like there's a huge benefit to gain from doing heavier weights for more reps. Like, I don't care what you say. If you can squat 135 for 10 versus 315 for 10, you're going to be bigger squatting 315 for 10. And even if you say like, oh, doing a really slow, controlled negative, an explosive positive with 135, it's still going to yield great results. Yeah, that's true. But a guy that can squat 315 for steady repetition can squat 135 way better, way longer, way slower than someone who can only squat 135 for 10. Who do you think is going to have bigger legs? The guy who can squat 315. I gotta get my head. I gotta get my right space. Come get close, man. Just come spot me on this, just in case my knee does go. And if it does, I'm just gonna dump it. So I'm just gonna, yeah, I'm just gonna yell out like move, 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 move. If I yell move, like get out the way, because I'm literally just try to control the bar as it comes off my back, but just let the damn thing go. Yeah, only if we did, right? Well, I guess I was a little bit closer to the rack than what I thought, but well, I guess I shifted forward a little bit on that last rep because I cleared every other rep but that last one. So I guess I got a little fatigue and pitched forward, but 255 for 5, man, it felt easy actually.
Fine.
Yeah.
The pace didn't slow, it stayed even like every rep.
Yeah, like I said, it could be completely transparent. Like, it felt heavy on my back when I picked it up. Like, even the weight before this, it felt heavy on my back. So that's why I was just like, my abs were sore from Friday because we worked our abs out really hard. So because of that, and then the way my knee was the beginning of last week, I was kind of like, I don't know. And I felt it, a little bit of pressure for 2 of the sets, and I felt kind of like a little sharp pain, but I ignored it, like, no. I repositioned myself, and I never felt it again. But because how heavy it felt, that's why I doubted myself. But once it was on my back, man, it felt fine. Like, it didn't feel heavy at all. So I'm actually really happy about that. Okay, so we're gonna unload this and do our accessory work. For me, I have belt squats, hack squats, leg extensions, and then I'm gonna do my light work on my deadlifts. And it's gonna be as many reps as possible for that. And then I move to Romanian deadlifts, and then do back extensions, leg curls, and calves. And Richard's working the opposite of what I'm doing right now. So we're just kind of switching what we're doing and everything. So just so you guys know, that's what we have left to do tonight. It's a lot of accessory work. We're doing 5 sets of everything we're doing after our main lift. So we're gonna be in here for a while. So I'm not gonna record anything else. But if you wanna know more about what we're doing, catch the podcast on Saturdays and or Sundays, whatever day I release it. Normally I think it's Saturdays. So catch the podcast and you guys can kind of get updated and kind of understand and follow the diet, the training, and everything else that's going on with what we're doing. Oh yeah, thanks for watching. We'll see y'all next time.